She's like super accurate with these precise strikes. So what I would be looking for if I was Andrade's coach, if I was Andrade, is
What's up, Barnhill family? Welcome back to the channel.
Yo.
So, Nick, the first of 3 title fights, UFC 261. We've got the Bullet Valentina back in action. She's taking on a very tough, very strong Jessica Andrade. Andrade is only 1 fight into her 125 career, coming off of 2 losses at 115 in a row to Zhang Weili and then to Rose Namajunas, the 2 ladies that will be competing in the main or co-main event of the evening, rather. She's moving up to she's been 1 fight at 125. This will be her 2nd fight, and it's a title fight, and it's a tough one.
Yeah, and one thing about this matchup that stands out to me is the fact that Jessica Andrade has shown that she has real power even at 125 pounds. I think it's a good weight for her because she doesn't have to cut too much weight, and she probably feels really good and strong and healthy there. So when you look at the stylistic matchup, obviously she's not as skilled of a fighter or striker as Valentina. Almost nobody is. She shouldn't.
She's about the top of the heap.
Yeah, she shouldn't get down on herself about that. Nobody hangs with Valentina, but Valentina is going to have to play a pretty conservative, pretty perfect fight to not get cracked by one of those Mike Tyson-esque hooks that she throws. And make no mistake about it, she is like a grenade. She's in there, and she's in the pocket, and she's bouncing around, and she has some really good legs under her that she springs forward with and throws these big hooks and these uppercuts and stuff. So
she reminds me of a mini Brazilian Mike Tyson.
Right. Yeah, that's what she kind of she throws like that. She kind of bounces in. She has like the boxing head movement in, but she doesn't really lean too much to where she has to worry all that much about head kicks.
Yeah.
Because she's not putting herself in that dangerous of a position. But against Valentina, she's going to have to minimize those motions like that and have to close the distance often and early to knock the Bullet out.
Yeah, she's going to have to smother Valentina in order to win this fight. If Valentina can keep her at range with the teeps and the kicks and the jabs, then we're looking at a wearing down of Andrade and probably a stoppage late.
Yeah.
Andrade's chance to win this fight is to use that strength and that power and clip Valentina early, or just exhaust her and wear her out on the cage, which is a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
Because Valentina's got a great clinch game as well. She's really good at reversing the positions off the cage. Control. Yeah, exactly. Controlling the back of the head. Getting submissions. Valentina Shevchenko is somebody not that long ago that was here in Houston training at Gracie Baja, where we do our grappling training, learning the art and the beautiful science of jiu-jitsu, and now she's submitting some of the best girls in the game. So her ability to learn and ascertain skills and information at a quick pace is something that's almost second to none for Valentina. And she's... I think that what you're going to see here is Andrade come out very early with a heavy pressure, trying to close that distance and trying to put her hands on Valentina. And I think the game early in the fight is going to be, can Valentina use some strong teeps? She's got a great classic Muay Thai teep straight to the stomach. Can she keep Andrade honest with a couple of straight punches? She's very good with her long punches. She gets good extension on them. Does she throw some head kicks? Does she throw some leg kicks? I think the answer to all of the above is yes. She's going to be keeping Andrade at bay, keeping her, sort of wearing her out from a distance before she goes on to ultimately finish her. I'm going to say TKO stoppage in the 4th round. I do think Andrade can make this very interesting early, but I'm going to say Valentina wins this fight in the 4th.
Yeah, Valentina's the person that I'm going to be picking as well. But I will say that, in my opinion, that these 2 women are obviously the smartest fighters in the division. They're fighting for the title for a reason. And I would just be careful if I was Valentina, because like I said, you have to fight a perfect fight with Andrade, because even in the 5th and final round, she's going to be able to knock somebody out at 125. She's just got that power. And if I was her corner, if I was in Jessica Andrade's corner, I'd be saying, look, we know that Valentina knows our game plan of let's close the distance with some strikes and make it ugly, make it dirty. But I would say let's try to play a little bit of chess here. Instead of charging towards her, Well, she's very much like Israel Adesanya. You charge towards Valentina, you're going to get clipped often. You're going to get, and she's
early and often.
Yeah. She's like super accurate with these precise strikes. So what I would be looking for if I was Andrade's coach, if I was Andrade, is the kicks. Instead of charging her, wait for her to throw some kicks, catch them, and then take her to the ground. You know, Andrade is great with the slams.
Yeah.
If she can catch some kicks and then turn them into trips or turn them into takedowns and you know, chain some wrestling in, that's how she'll win rounds against Valentina. Because I do think that her top pressure is really good, and that's her key to winning rounds. She's not going to go in there and just run towards like a bull towards Valentina, because she's going to get picked apart if she does that. What she has to do is play a little bit of mind games, a little bit of chess with her, and you know, show that that's what she wants to do while Valentina's trying to keep her at bay, and then catch one of those kicks and try to take her to the ground, keep her there, and win on octagon control and top pressure. But Valentina's obviously a smart fighter as well, so she knows that that's probably the game plan that they're going to be looking for. Don't throw those kicks out lazy. Don't throw them slow, and never let her get a hold of your leg, because if you do, you're probably going to go for a ride. That's what Andrade does. So I think you're going to look for a lot of leg kicks that are going to be too low for Andrade to catch, and then that's going to set up the high kicks.
Yeah.
While I love her teeps and her chest pushes and she's really great with the Muay Thai straightforward kicks. Those are great for somebody like Andrade to try to catch. So I think you're going to see a lot of kicks to the outside of the legs. You're going to see a lot of kicks up top. But what's going to be really important for Valentina is she's got to have crisp hands, which she does. But that's going to be the one thing that really keeps Andrade at bay, is going to be strong ones and twos right down the pipe.
I agree 100%. And I'll add something to this. I think Jessica Andrade at 125 is going to prove to be harder to finish than she was at 115.
I agree.
As we see, she got KO'd by Zhang Weili. There's certain fighters, you know, when you think about the amounts of weight that they cut, and they've had so much more success, Jorge Masvidal being one of them, moving up a weight class and, you know, being much more durable, much tougher, able to take more damage. That's why I'm picking this to be a 4th or a 5th round TKO stoppage, because I think that Andrade at 125, you know, she's short, but she's a muscular gal. Yeah. She's got some substantial arms and legs, you know, she's some big traps. She's very, very powerful and very fit. Yeah. And so for her to make 115 pounds is a difficult thing to do. So I think she's going to be more durable, stronger in the clinch, stronger in the grappling exchanges, and able to take more, but ultimately the barrage and the wear and tear that Valentina does to her opponents, and the trickery that Valentina does to her opponents. Like you said, that she goes low, gets you thinking low, and then she goes high. Yep. I think for Andrade, if she's going to win this fight, she almost needs to take like a Jan Blachowicz sort of approach to it and conserve your energy. Obviously know that the opponent from you is going to throw more strikes than you, but make your strikes count more, make them hurt more, and then maybe try to use your strength later in the fight. That might be a game plan that can get it done for Andrade. Again, though, I don't see it happening. I see Valentina stopping her in the 4th round.
Yeah, I think Valentina's going to get a finish again. It's actually, you know what? Andrade is tough as nails. I don't really I think we're going to see like 4 rounds to 1 Valentina clean decision. Unanimous decision across the board. I think Andrade might be able to catch a kick, or, you know, get her to the ground and hold her down with some top pressure and control time, and that'll probably win her around in some people's eyes. But make no mistake about it, Valentina is one of the best strikers. She's very active as a striker, and even if you put her on her back, she's going to be safe down there. She's going to be active with her strikes, and she's going to get back up to her feet. So I see Andrade, you know, playing a smart game, being a top worthy competitor, but Valentina is as professional and as cold-blooded of a killer as we've ever seen in mixed martial arts. And she's just on a mission. She's on a path to greatness. She's going to go down as one of the most skilled mixed martial artists of all time, one of the most accomplished females that's ever done the sport. And I feel like Jessica Andrade is just the next in line. So I'm super excited for this. This is what a fight to kick off a triple championship night of fights. So these girls are definitely going to put on a hell of a show for us.
For sure. Not the co-main event, but it should be. They should have given Trevor Whitman a break. He's going to be running around like a madman back there in between the co-main and the main. It would have been nice to see Rose start the title fights, then give him a time to go back and get Kamaru warmed up, and then come out for the main event. But it is what it is, and he's a professional, and so is everybody in his camp. So it's going to be very exciting.
It's going to be a memorable night for everybody involved. So I'm very
certainly
excited.
Those there in Jacksonville.
Oh my God! Yeah.
We live in Texas. We're from Georgia originally, so Jacksonville's not far from where we grew up. And if I know anything about the people down there, it's going to be a wild night. They're going to show up and hoot and holler and drink some beer and have some fun.
Shoot, they're probably driving all the way up from Miami and all the way down from New York City, up and down the I-95 just to go to this show.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We really appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content. And check us out on audio where you listen to those podcasts. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a great day.
Peace.